I'm back on site at one of my absolutely favourite places. I used to do all the photography here with a lot of my friends. One of my friends is over here now. It's the zoo, it's Dudley Zoo, an absolutely fantastic place to come and visit. And today I've got a day of photographing the keepers and the animals. To be honest, I'm not sure which is going to give me more trouble.
And so Rich arrives, and I can see I've got my work cut out here, because look, the giraffe, a noble animal, and he's posing beautifully, having a bit of breakfast. Oh, look at that tongue. They've got massive tongues, giraffes have. Look at that. Anyway, I've got to get a picture of Rich. Let's get in a bit closer. Come on, let's give you some food. Oh, there you go. This is actually a portrait of Rich that I'm here to do, not of the giraffe. There we go. There's Rich's portrait in a nice new logoed top. Let's see another one. That's it. And the giraffe's given us a really nice background in there. Got his eyes on the food. Look there, look. You can see the food.
Well, that was great fun. Now I'm heading up to meet Cheyenne, who is going to check out the sea lion, give him something to eat, and just check he's okay. Have a look at his teeth. And here he is behind me. There he is, having a swim around in that crystal clear water. And when we find Cheyenne, we're going to go in as far as we can into the enclosure. There's an electric fence, obviously we can't go beyond that, and we're going to go and see if we can do some pictures close up of the sea lion.
Well, here he is. He's come for his breakfast. Look, there you go. Lovely boy. Yeah, he likes a bit of fish. In you go. Oh, that's nice. How are we going to get some nice close portraits of you, aren't we? Look at that. Beautiful. Let's get the camera down here. You are a handsome fellow. Oh, nice big breath there. Have you been flossing? And straight into some pictures there, just coming out of the water, looking absolutely lovely, and that water's nice and clear. And I'm going to try and get a little bit closer. He's going to come out for the food now, and yeah, look at that. Isn't he handsome? I'm just having to be careful not to touch the electric fence with my camera. I don't think Nikons like electric fences, and I certainly don't. Let's grab a little bit closer portrait. Yeah, look at that. We've cropped it really in tight now. And hey, look at that groove. Because look at the teeth there. They're beautiful, beautiful sort of tusky kind of teeth. And that big soft, like dog-like nose. His little trick for the visitors is to stick his tongue out. And he's a cheeky chappy, isn't he? Oh, and you know, while I'm here, I can't resist. He loves his keeper. And look at this for a smile. Look at that, don't they? Love being together, those two. They just have such a good time, and that's a PR picture. And look at them having a laugh together. I love that.
Now Cheyenne knows who's making all that noise. Now Cheyenne knows an awful lot about sea lions, but she knows even more about snow leopards, and they're fantastic, aren't they? And there's one inside here. So we're going to see if when Cheyenne makes an appearance, the snow leopard comes over and says hello. And we're shooting through glass, but with dinking a little bit of flash in there, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just having a look in that behind, see if I can see her. I am told that's the place to look for snow leopards. They do like climbing. Let's see where she is.
Now that's a beautiful picture. I love that. And let me just tell you, when Cheyenne arrived, I was looking for that snow leopard for absolutely ages and couldn't see. Cheyenne arrived, the snow leopard came running over straight to the glass. She put her hand up and the snow leopard, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The interaction between keeper and animal. You know, I can't emphasize how strong that is when you're going around a zoo and you're working in a zoo environment. You see the love between the animals and the keepers and vice versa. It's phenomenal. And you know, this snow leopard, they're on the vulnerable list, so on the red list. There's less than 10,000 adults in the wild of these beautiful, beautiful animals, and that figure is expected to decline. So any work that can be done to help this vulnerable species, or the education and breeding programs, are absolutely vital. So now I'm off down to do a keeper portrait with some red ruffed lemurs.
They were hand reared a long time ago, which means that you can go in and be quite close with them, but they don't like blokes. They like women. So Sean, keeper, he's going to go in and see if she can give them something to eat, and see if we can get a picture. Now that does mean we're going to have to shoot through this glass, but I'm going to pin quite a lot of flash through there. I'm going to get the lens as close as I can to the glass and cut my hands around to hopefully eliminate any reflection. So here you go then, Sean. Just see what we can do, see if we can get a picture of these little fellas here.
Look at that pair of monkeys. No, I mean literally, look at that pair of monkeys. Okay, I know they're not monkeys. Lemurs are prosimians, aren't they? They're a different type of primate. What do we know about lemurs? Well, they're from Madagascar, where they evolved completely in isolation. And they also have moist noses, which monkeys don't. And that means they are really, really good at smelling things. They rely on their smell. And you know, while I'm down in the primate's house, I think I'll take the opportunity to go around and do a few portraits. Always handy for people that have been kind enough to adopt animals, and they get sent a picture. So let's go and see who we can find in the primate house. And Mr. Grumpy has woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. A nice bokeh in the background of that one, look, and that's because I'm using a ZFC on this. So the lens, the 250mm, translates as 375mm at 35mm equivalent. Little shot through the glass there to ping a little bit of detail into that fur. Isn't that lovely? And again, it's that longer end of the lens. So I'm at 6.3 f6.3. A 250mm lens on an APS sensor is 375mm, and outside, that's through glass, which is why the flash is on. Now this is taken in an outside area, and the sun was streaming through, and you can see it on the backs of those little monkeys in the background there. But this one monkey kind of turned around towards us, sort of highlighting the eye. Perfect lighting. Photography is all about lighting, and this was perhaps one of my best pictures of the day. I think it's all about the lighting. And now I love springtime. It's one of my favourite times of the year. I absolutely love the colours you get. And when I was walking past the baboons, I couldn't help noticing how much they like springtime too, but maybe not for the same reasons, because look, they were all chobbling away on the spring flowers that had come up on the floor of their enclosure, and amongst all the grasses, the seeds for the flowers had obviously been sprinkled, and they come up, and the baboons obviously find that a tasty treat. Right, now here's an interesting one. This orangutan is named Sprout. And now, I don't know if any of the regular subscribers to the channel remember Sprout, but Sprout actually, I actually managed to be the first person to photograph her when her mom Jazz brought her over in the enclosure to me just after she was born. Everybody had been trying to get pictures of her. Nobody could actually get that picture. Jazz wasn't prepared at that time to bring her out, and I was strolling through the zoo late one day when pretty much everybody gone, all the visitors had gone, and Jazz brought her over, and she was a little tiny baby. That was 11 years ago. Do you know what? If you haven't seen it, it's a great video, and it was really quite moving. So I'll put a link to that video here now, so you can click on it and see what Sprout was like when she was born. And also, if you'd like to click this link here, this is the afternoon session where I get to photograph even more cute animals at Dudley Zoo.